Back and forth discussions over the possible sale of Henderson's utility company came to an end tonight, and with it, some resolution over concerns of what customers may pay. Now, it all started back in October when Big Rivers announced it's moving from Henderson to Owensboro. Then in February, Big Rivers offered to buy Henderson Municipal Power and Light.
The months-long process came down to tonight with the commission voting down the sale. Eyewitness News' Jill Wilderman was at the meeting and spoke to some city officials on what brought them to their decision. Jill?
Henderson city leaders today calling it a long and drawn-out process, one of which involved much data gathering and analysis. But ultimately, they came to the conclusion that it wasn't in the best interest of the city and its ratepayers.
I feel good that we went through the process the right way. I'm glad it's over, definitely. But I do feel like we have thoroughly vetted it and really considered every angle.
What is the value of our utility? You know, what does the money mean to Henderson? And all of these questions just finally culminating in today's vote. It really is a weight lifted off of our shoulders. So.
City commissioners have been weighing the option to sell Hempel to Big Rivers since last fall. A consultant for Big Rivers said the sale would give Henderson $90 million at closing.
Really well, and has some very important other attractive points in the offer. However, I see no pressing reason for the city of Henderson to sell its municipal utility to an outside agency.
City leaders also telling us they weren't so sure that the customers' electric rates would be reduced over time as proposed by Big Rivers.
Our independent consultant explained that if you make this deal, they're going to make their money back somehow. It's going to be through the ratepayers.
We have control over the rates at the city if we hold on to HMP&L as our local municipally owned utility.
Officials say the consultant's analysis also concluded that in reality the offer was only about $60 million as opposed to $90 million. Another key factor in their decision was Big Rivers' move to Owensboro.
Just to think about losing that company to Owensboro has always weighed very heavily on me and the decision that we had to make today. Also, it stirred up some emotions in me because to see a company leverage those employees in a business deal, it didn't sit well with me at first.
The rough part of the transaction has always been that Big Rivers has kind of been holding those jobs hostage for us, and it's not fun to play games with people's jobs like that.
And the company that performed the analysis said while the city would receive a net gain of $1.5 million up front, that over time there would actually be net loss. Live in Henderson, Jill Wilderman, Eyewitness News.